Rapshack.
We kicking it with the Rapshack.
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 The Rapshack.
Rapshack.
Rapshack, you know what I'm saying? Tune in. Yeah.
I've been up all night back chasing, so sorry if I'm keeping you waiting. I gotta move, cause I can't lose. You say it's fuck me, well it's fuck you too. I'm saying I've been up all night back chasing, so sorry if I'm keeping you waiting.
Yeah, man, I ain't really got no intro like that, man, but, you know, it's your boy Corey. Don't forget to be, man. We back. You feel me? Rapshack, the pod. You dig? Man, I got one of my favorite just human beings overall, man. Like, it ain't my favorite rapper. He ain't, like, you know what I mean? I don't care about the popularity or the legend that's on his name, bro. This is like my real dog. Like, he taught me so much. I'm younger than him. He's my big bro. We did a movie together, man. I love this guy. He's still doing things right now that just shows me like what I should be doing by 30, whatever he is. You feel me? I ain't gonna say age. But yeah, man, we got BUENO, man.
Thank you for having me back, man, and thank you for those kind words, my brother. You know, I love you too, man. And you know, you one of them special dudes. I be telling you, nigga, you special, nigga. Man. Don't let these niggas tell you ain't special.
Come on, man. I appreciate
you know what
it.
I mean? So keep doing what you doing, nigga. You talented, you amazing. And I'm glad to be a part of your movement, bro.
Yes, sir. You always will be a part of everything I do, man. I always say that. You feel me?
Appreciate that.
Let's just get to it, man. Talk about the new single first. You got a lot going on, but let's get to the new single. Take your time.
New single.
Let's talk about it, man.
Got a record. Shouts out to Sine, Airplay Beats. A new record called Take Your Time, featuring Sine, produced by Airplay Beats. Me and Cream. Shouts out to Cream 100. We had these ideas. You know, we got ideas. We've been doing this shit 20 years, so. This record is a remake, you know, to Take Your Time, Young Man, and you know, it's one of those records to where like we got these ideas. Some of them we had for like a long time, and we just be like, you know, be certain times where that nigga send me a beat, or I get a beat, and I be like, listen to this, and I throw an idea in there, and he'd be like, nigga, that's an idea from 10 years ago, a beat from 10 days ago, but that shit go together, right? So that's kind of what happened with this, and here we are, brother.
What's the singer's name on it?
It's a female.
Female.
Her name is Sine.
Sine.
Yeah,
okay.
she legendary. She's we got history.
Yeah.
She's a veteran, and we done multiple records before. You know what I mean? So it was only right because she's so dope, and then I'm kind of at the point in my career where I kind of know what I'm doing a little bit. Right. So I'm like, I can hear her. Right. You know what I mean? Let me reach out.
You do know. Come on, bro. Don't hold yourself, man. You that we ain't doing that this one. I know what the fuck I'm doing, we done
man.
Did a couple,
I knew the shit was gonna be a smash, man.
We done did
everything I do is hot, baby.
On, man.
You know
that's
what
what I'm talking about.
Nah.
That's the Buen I want to see, man.
Right. That's the Buen that I really am, though. When the cameras ain't on, you know that. I just be trying to be cool, be politically correct. My kids is watching. The kids is watching. You know what I mean? So yeah, for the most part, for real. I kind of had an idea. Boom, boom. Let me hit Sine. Boom, hit Sine. She's so fucking dope. She like, where you need me? When you need me.
How does she come up with the, like, did you have to tell her, like, pull from this old song? Yeah,
that's kind of the move. I kind of bust down the idea, kind of let her know, you know, like this to play, and she like, shit, you know. And then I do that with everybody, from producers to features. I'm like, this to play, right? You know, to you, when
to
we
video,
movie,
man, movies, all that.
But the thing is who can do what's in my head, right? That be the key, and that be the beauty, right? It's like, God damn, this nigga Corey made this shit grimy as fuck. Right. But you did so many marvelous things, and then the movie come out a smash. You feel me? A classic. So it's like being able to work with people that's super talented, and then part of being super talented and professional is being able to work on the spot, and then being able to improvise. You can't always do what you want to do. You got to kind of give a person what they want, right? So that's what she did. She came in and Voila.
And that's one thing I always tell everybody about working with you, bro. Like, I love the fact that you're like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because I feel like, you know, I'm a little nigga like you. You feel me? I'm a younger you, so I'm right behind you doing the same type of techniques and shit.
And I'm just a younger another nigga.
Right.
You feel me?
That's all we is. So I
just
understand
passing on
that.
the torch.
Exactly. But I definitely admire that about
Gotta
you.
know
You know
what you
I mean?
want. You know
right.
what I mean?
Quit
That's
playing
one
with
of the
these
things
niggas
in this industry that, you know, people will tell you, and people have told me, they like, Bueno got a clear understanding of who he is, kind of. And it ain't that clear because we all still continuously growing, right? Learning and trying to understand ourselves. But shit, I got an idea. Because you got to think about it like this. When you're a little kid and you're laying in the living room and somebody say, you can do a movie one day, right? Or I'm going to let you do movies one day. Do you want to just do one?
Right.
He said you can do movies. You're like, okay, I'm going to do a cowboy and Indian movie where they shooting up. I'm going to do a bank robbery movie. I'm going to do a football movie. Just as a little kid. So the dream got to be endless, right? So when I think of myself, that's kind of how I think about it. Like, bro, we can do this shit. We can knock this shit out. And that's kind of how I approach it. You know what I mean?
We never really got to speak about the American Cream. I've been going through shit myself with Rapshack and everything. But
we got hit with a pandemic, nigga.
Pandemic and just hella shit. Right. Let's talk about that, man, because that was a beautiful thing. That was something crucial. Like, we knew that, you know, we talked about it the nights we was fighting. Bueno was mad at me. We lost this. We a whole bunch of shit. You get what I'm saying? But we got it done, and I'm honestly proud of the movie. Still, I wish, obviously, like, as a videographer, every video I do, and I want to, bro. I wish I could do that shit today. But I'm still
overall,
proud of it.
How do you feel? Because I never asked you this.
I'm still proud of it. I'm proud of it. I as a videographer, I see every mistake, so I can't really look at it like that.
But do you see the grace and the beauty
I do.
too, though? You gotta balance it out. Like, that's how life is, bro. You can't just see the bad. You gotta be able to see the good too. You know what I mean? And then you can't be that hard on yourself, like I told you before. But at the end of the day, for me, if you ask me, I put it all in perspective. Like, I've done a lot of projects and I've been in this industry and I've experienced a lot. Right. Man, the reaction I got on that was like no other. Right. You feel me? Right. So that alone moves me, right? And it's a special place because people got to understand, like, these times in history, like, most people watching this, they probably wasn't there in 2003. Right. But when my album dropped, Changed the Game, and we had the van, and nobody in Sacramento or these places really have stuff like that. Now, Roop Dogg ended up having one. Keek the Sneak ended up having one, you know, and when we all having it, like, you just had to be there. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now,
I was there as a kid. I'm going to tell y'all niggas, I'm from Highlands. I used to watch this nigga. Bueno was one of the first niggas that showed me how to be a rapper out here. Like, oh, this nigga, like, oh, he got the van. Like,
a van on
I still haven't
rims.
seen that to this day.
On spinner rims, a big promo van, right? Just a marketing, a moving billboard, right? And all we did is rode around, smoked, and played PlayStation in that motherfucker all day long. And that's how niggas could see us in North Highlands. That's how niggas could see us in Elk Grove. That's how niggas could see us in the Thomas and South area. We everywhere just smoking and playing PlayStation. But we knew everywhere we went, people was going to be looking at us because it's a big old dope artwork, right? The album covers all wrapped around it. And it got spinner rims on it. And people only had spinner rims on dope cars or something. We had them on a van. So just imagine dope, amazing, popular rims, but they're on this marketing van, right?
So
you had to be there. That's kind of how the movie was. You had to be there when that movie dropped. You know what I mean? So the reaction I got, and I keep the clips because it was a quarantine, so we couldn't see each other. We couldn't see people. So I just got a bunch of internet feedback. And it's like no other, bro.
Super love,
like no other. So yeah, that movie was legendary. I thank you for the work, you know, Jaleel. Shouts out to Chief. Shouts out to Lexi tomorrow. Shouts out to Lil Duty. That was a hell of a cast. D Stone. I talked to D Stone today.
For real, how he doing, man?
He doing cool. He doing. You know, D Stone. He keep it moving.
Yeah, he moving.
Yeah, so
I fuck with D Stone.
That was legendary. And shout out to everybody that participated. Rest in peace to Lil Briss. Briss was in the movie.
We got that luckily too, bro.
Luckily.
Man, R.I.P. Briz, man.
R.I.P. Briz, you know, and it's probably a few other R.I.P.s in there I can't think of. R.I.P. Beef, of course, from the hood.
Yeah.
And one of my main focus was to capture my neighborhood.
Right.
And boy, did I do that. Boy, do them older people in my neighborhood, they love me for it. And we wasn't just shoot 'em up, bang, bang the whole time. It was actually a story.
Some shit with it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So.
What was your favorite part of the movie?
That's a good question. Favorite part of the movie probably had to be it's just so many parts, man.
Yeah,
it's just
different shit.
Yeah, I can't even.
The one that stands out to me, let me help you. I think would be when you went to the apartment. When you actually into the apartment, you remember your little acting scene? We was weak when we was editing it.
Right,
you know what I mean? You was
when
dancing.
I was running from the
yeah,
gunshot.
you was running. Yeah, the gun. That whole scene
ill.
that shit was fire.
That's ill. It's super fire. You did an amazing job. You know, and not to be like that, but every day I pat myself on the back for the nigga I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I look back and I'm like, I wrote this shit.
Right.
Put everybody in place.
You did it.
Right.
Yeah.
Casted all this shit. Right. And then I was able to. Then I acted in it.
Yeah.
I did the
soundtrack
to it.
Right.
You know who else did that? The only other artist to ever do all of that to their own film. Prince. Nigga, I'm the Black Prince. Nigga.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, that's me.
Purple Rain.
Bueno Rain, man. You feel me? Black Rain.
Yes,
nah,
sir.
for real, at the end of the day, like, sometimes I think back and I was just doing it because there ain't nobody else do that shit, right? But then I think back, I'm like, damn, to be able to do it and then put a motherfucker like you in place, that's amazing, and get the job done. D-Stone in place, get the job done. I'm like, fuck.
We needed
legendary,
all that too,
bro.
man.
We need a part 2, man.
Yeah, for real. Talk about, like, I seen you post something on Instagram the other day, and like I said, I never even really realized that story, but it makes sense.
Talk to me.
The Mac Dre story. You said you seen Mac Dre downtown with 1,000 niggas on the cars.
With us.
Come on, explain that story.
Dre, downtown. One day we, you know, because in Old Sac, like, you know, Old Sac be tripping.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't do shit in downtown. Definitely can't do shit in Old Sac, but around, I want to say 2002, 2003, 2004, it was just this crazy momentum that was just getting built up, which turned into the hyphy movement.
Right.
And the momentum that I seen before it was called the hyphy movement, people was like, it's hyphy and it's called hyphy. It was just a bunch of people dancing freely, like, you know, it's like dancing everywhere, like outside. After the club was over, from what I seen, it kind of originated after the club was over. People go outside,
it just turned
music got turned on, and people just kept dancing.
Yeah.
They didn't fight, they didn't argue, they wasn't set tripping, they wasn't gang banging, they wasn't competing.
Right.
They like having fun. At the same time, ecstasy was real big.
Right.
So it was like a thing to where people was high, drunk, and just enjoying themselves.
Right.
And they didn't stop the party.
Right.
So
because of the ecstasy that kept you up all night.
And I don't think it was just because of that. I think it was a mood in the era. And then you gotta think of Mac Dre's music. Like at that, or the people at that time's music. So it was like Keek the Sneak, really big in our region. Mac Dre, really big, like kind of running the region. If I remember correctly, it was like Keek the Sneak. Now, I might be wrong and all that, but Keek had so much of a heavy presence because I had just came home from college and I was starting to do music. He had a show in Sacramento. I never forget. We standing at the door trying to go on the show. Now, everybody knew me at that point from sports.
Right.
But my sports card wasn't big as some of these niggas' rap cards. You know what I mean? So Keek's coming, and Keek kind of walked by us, and, you know, like a movie. I swore the nigga looked right at me, right? So I'm like, you know, damn. And I'm looking like, that's Keek. This nigga look like a linebacker.
Right.
You feel me? Like that nigga, like I was learning the game.
Yeah.
Because I just came back from playing sports. And I knew I could rap.
What Keek was this? This was what?
This was Keek 2000.
So.
And I think he had an album called 2000 or something.
Keek. Okay,
like
literally Keek 2000. Yeah,
the 2K or something.
yeah.
right?
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Keek was, he was the
He was the nigga.
Yeah, of course.
for sure.
My whole point was the energy was like, Keek is fun loving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As much as he gangster,
Right,
he got a fun
right,
kind of style.
Right.
And with his funny words, it's fun. It ain't, we finna kill a nigga right now.
Yeah.
And then Mac Dre's presence started to get so heavy, it was fun.
Yeah.
So I think what it was is the music that was really high, impactful right at that time, along with the partying, just merged. And then Dre's music just took such a forefront of the soundtrack to that time.
right.
We going through Old Sac during normal Friday, and we still like, damn, I wonder if that niggas is gonna be out here acting a fool again this weekend.
Right,
They out there.
right.
Police don't do nothing.
Right.
They everywhere. Police just kind of like stabilizing it, almost like, just as long as they don't do nothing, let
Keeping
them
everybody
do this.
contained. Yeah, just keep everybody in the area.
We see Dre, and it's me and Knowledge. That's what's crazy about it, because I'm thinking about the story, and I meant to tell Cream, right? And I'm like, Cream don't remember, because it was me and Knowledge. And now Knowledge just passed away. Rest in peace, the street.
R.I.P. Street.
It's me and Knowledge. Knowledge ride with me everywhere, right? He one nigga, I want to go. I want to go.
Right.
I want to go. I want to go. Mind you, we Friday night, he in the car with me. We coming back from like a studio or somewhere. We go downtown. That nigga, and Knowledge always the nigga because he passenger seat, but he see everything.
Right.
There go Dre. There go Dre. Nigga, where, nigga, where? Over, and I'm still paranoid, like, man, Old Sac, you get vooped, right?
Right.
There ain't nobody vooping niggas. Nigga, you they could be scary. I bend a little, turn a little right, and Dre running up to the car. Hop in, what's up? Because that car was kind of like a little mascot, like, you know what I mean? A little cool mobile for all kind of niggas to slide open that side door, hop in, smoke something, play the Xbox for a second. It's 4 or 5 niggas in there. So Dre got in, we bend a couple corners. And then and inside the Old Sac, right? We don't even go out. Come back around. He like, let me out right here. Somebody run up on a car. He run out, and just keep it moving. We park. We hop out. You know what I mean? So just one of those eras, those times.
So you're basically, to me, describing damn near the beginning of the hyphy movement, because I heard actually recently that they were talking about like the hyphy movement started in Sac.
If you ask me, it did. You know why? Because I was in Sac.
And they said because Dre was out here, and you're confirming.
Yeah, I could give you more reasons why, but one of the main reasons, because I was in Sac. I wasn't out there, right? And now I could tell you the energy came from the Bay Area.
Right. That swag came from them for sure.
And whatever you want to call it, I don't even want to say swag. I just want to say this energy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This energy of like, nigga, dance outside, nigga.
Right.
Because Sac niggas will dance outside, but then hella Sac niggas be like, nigga, you a fool, nigga.
Yeah.
But then it was like Sac nigga dance outside, other niggas Sac niggas, other niggas dance, other niggas dance. Niggas like, oh my mama, nigga, this how we do now.
Right.
Because it was cool. It wasn't that foreign once they seen that energy that came from the Bay.
Right.
And it was Dre living there. It was Mac, it was Mac Dre living there. It was Keek. I think Keek was living there.
Yeah.
And it was Messy Marv living there. It was, and then a few other Bay. And then Sac was. I'll tell you the coldest way how Sac really made the Bay, and the hyphy started not made the Bay, but started the hyphy movement. Sacramento radio played all that shit.
Before
like,
they did.
I don't want to say before because I don't know the records, but nigga. We was Sac artists like, nigga. For
Pissed
real?
off, right.
Like it's 1,000, all y'all do is play this shit. You
Right,
feel me?
right.
They was breaking them records.
Right.
You feel me? They was making them records popular enough for the outside cities to play them records.
Right.
And then more and more cities to play them. And then if you ask me, politically, and it's just from my dumbass perspective, then, other places like where they from did get hella behind it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I don't think it was a thing to where like everybody was playing their shit. But I know Sacramento was like super, and they had the room too.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Couldn't do it in some of these other markets, like in the Bay markets as much. These niggas went crazy, and not only playing their music, but they had them here doing interviews and it doing shows.
Right.
So it became like a whole platform for them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Sacramento being Sacramento, because the only nigga who was rapping then was Sebo, was Brother Lynch, who was real active then. Do you remember? Because I do.
I'm gonna keep it real. At that time, I probably at 2000, I was more on some 50. It was the transition.
Well,
between,
50 came. Me and 50 dropped in the same day.
Okay.
My album dropped the same day as Get Rich Die Trying.
Right.
2003.
So what? I'm gonna be real. I'm a Fabulous
Right.
fan. So anything like Fab,
I'm talking about in
more,
Sacramento.
Okay, in Sacramento. So I wouldn't know because, like I'm
Right.
telling you, because I was more.
So
on
that's
that.
who was really active. Not a lot of widespread awareness of who. It's
Right.
not a
Nobody really knew.
My
I
whole
knew some of the OG. Like I said, to me,
Right. They
Bueno
had been
was
active.
one of them.
They had been active. They had been
Hollow
dope.
Tip.
Bueno hadn't even really started yet.
I didn't know that.
Right.
You
Until
just were like,
my
I
album
seen
came in
you.
2003. That changed the game
Yeah.
in the vans.
Right.
The van with the spinners. That
I
was
was
2003.
14.
So my whole point is, at the end of the day, like, they utilized all of that shit.
Right.
And because it wasn't a big Sacramento presence,
They
this
killed it.
became their platform, and Sacramento was one of the main cities that was super supportive.
They killed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember, like I said, I was a kid. Mac Dre like kind of hit when I was more of like a senior, about 06. That's
Right.
when Mac Dre kind of was like the nigga when niggas was doing side shows.
When
and
did
it
he
was
pass
like
away?
around that time? Like I think
Like 05, 06.
yeah, because like I said, I kind of was on
I think
some
in 05, right?
yeah 05. I was like I said, I was kind of on some other hip hop. But I caught on Mac Dre kind of late. I was on Keek and shit. I really wasn't too much listening to the whole Sacramento scene.
Right.
I just knew like who the guys were. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we honestly, like you said, bro, from a younger nigga perspective, I would say I was looking at it like the old, like Sebo. I didn't know who were the representatives of Sac.
Right.
I felt like we really didn't have none
'Cause
other
Sac
than
don't
you.
got no infrastructure to where it kind of could show you who's who.
Who's who, right?
Street was a different nigga, man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a different nigga, man.
I liked him,
I
man.
kept that nigga with me.
He was turned up. I met him in hella times and just shot some videos, and you know I fucked with him. He was turned up, man. That was my nigga, man.
And I'm gonna be real with you. See, like, Street Knowledge hella smart.
Mm-hmm.
And even like with Street Knowledge, I said at the beginning of one of the songs, "You're now about to witness the strength of Street Knowledge," and boom, we start rapping.
Right,
That's from Ice Cube.
right.
That nigga like, it's my name.
Right.
Street Knowledge. Street Knowledge.
That's how
And
the
I'm
name
like,
came?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I gave you that name. He like, you didn't do that. I'm nigga, I just said it.
Right.
You feel me? But that's the shit that we used to do. Right.
Right.
And me, I'm thinking like, you ain't gonna really come with that name, because how do you come with the name? You
Right.
got to start saying it, and then you got to put it in print.
Right.
By the time I was coming out with the next project, he was like, nigga, put Street Knowledge.
There
We
it
putting
is.
it in print. You feel
Yeah,
me?
you have
So
it.
you starting to see it in the projects and all that. Go from Precise to Street Knowledge.
Right.
Because when I first met him, he was Precise, and we called him Sice.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I told him, man, and the nigga had super bars, but he was right. He was battle. Like, I just found some old tapes, and the niggas talking about my rap is like a taxi. It show don't stop. And I'm like, no, don't say that. We're not talking about taxi analogies.
Right.
Compare that shit to your life.
Mhm.
Like, talk about the street, because the nigga's a street nigga.
Yeah, yeah.
Somebody talk about, he's like, oh, nigga, the sack is like a pack. Nigga, the fofo,
Yeah,
fofo
yeah.
light. You feel? You're like, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
Same rhythm, same cadence, but just put these type of terms.
Mm-hmm.
And then he telling me shit, I'm telling him shit, and then all them little niggas was like my little outlaws. They were so raw. I tell them, you niggas way better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all wouldn't be around me if y'all was weaker than me.
Right.
I ain't that nigga.
Right.
I don't want niggas worse than me. I need niggas more like Cream.
Mm-hmm.
I told you, nigga ain't never had a B. I tell you, these niggas is raw. Nigga ain't got no kids.
Right.
And the nigga bust shit. No
Right.
homo. You know,
Right,
it ain't
right,
like
right,
niggas
right.
out here blanks and all that.
Right,
no,
right.
nigga smart.
Right,
Nigga
right.
like these bitches ain't,
Right.
bruh. You niggas fell for these
Right.
bitches, not me, nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So at the end of the day, it's a thing to where it's like, them niggas were so much better than me, bruh. I was like, bruh, but you niggas gotta have a total package. It's more than just rapping. Y'all gotta stay out of jail.
Yeah.
You know, we bailing niggas out, picking niggas up in probations and all that. Niggas can't be doing, it gotta be a lot more than just rapping. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's what I always share with them. And treat them like little bros, man. That's why I feel good. Like when this situation happened, when we got to bury my little bro. I'm like, bro, man, you know how many talks I had with this nigga? You know how much good that nigga did fucking with me? You know how many, he just called me on Father's Day and I'm telling Cream, I always hit Cream right, because he hitting Cream right before he hit me or right after. And I'm like, the nigga tell me, bruh, I want to tell you, like, you did so much happy Father's Day, you did so much father shit for me. And I'd be like, bruh, I'm like 7, 8 years older than you. Right? But if that was my little bro and I was 7, and he was born, our mama had him or something, he is still, and we didn't have no daddy, a nigga would probably look at it like, blood, you was making my peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and you was really like a dad or something. You really was walking me to the park or something when I'm 14 and you 7 or something. So I kind of understand it. It make me feel uncomfortable because I'm like, damn, bro, I don't want that responsibility.
I look at you like an equal type shit, nigga. I'm giving you
not
respect.
Like an equal, like a little bro, right? Because I'm gonna be real, I got to put it in perspective. Like it's certain shit to where he just, damn, I didn't know, big bro, nobody broke it down like that. And I'm thinking like my dad broke that shit down to me at 9. Right. And that's what's unfortunate. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like, shit, I guess I just got to keep breaking it down for him. You know what I mean? So I would, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just like shit be chasing a nigga. The only thing got me sad about him is I know how much we all grind, even like you. Like, I don't want to see nothing happen to you niggas because I feel like y'all need to see y'all reward first. Because y'all niggas work so hard and y'all come from so much. You feel me? Y'all grinding, y'all persevering so much. You feel me? That's the only thing with his death that's sad is like, damn, I wanted to see that nigga get the house on the hill, 4 Bentleys, you feel me, leave his daughter hella cake, and then, nigga, if this happened, it gotta happen. Because then we could have celebrated a little bit. He got to celebrate, and we celebrated in our own ways, but I know the nigga. He still was like, nigga, I need the 4 Bentleys, a house on the hill, and leave my daughter, leave my daughter alive, so.
Yeah, man, R.P. my nigga Street Knowledge, man. That nigga's a real boy out here, for real. I don't know, bro. You want to get onto some real topic, like some industry type shit? If you want to, I'm just have you speak on a couple of things as we move through this. How you feel about the, like? Did you see that what Ari Spears said? You know, the Ari Spears and the Tiffany Haddish shit. How you feel about that?
Nah, I ain't seen it.
You didn't see it?
I seen it, but I ain't peep it. What was he talking
about?
It
was basically, you know, well, first I think it kind of started from Ari Spears basically going and making a little comment about Lizzo, calling her fat, and So I think like either you know how they got these little beehives or whatever, the fans or whatever of these artists. You know what I mean? I feel like they must have dug some shit up on this nigga.
Oh, the shit that where he was kissing the dude?
Nah, it was him and Tiffany Haddish did like some kind of little skit that was pretty much like they didn't put it out, but somehow these niggas got it and put it out. And pretty much it was like some little boy in there. It was actually her nephew or some shit, Tiffany Haddish's nephew, but they were doing some like Bill Cosby type skit. And pretty much just hella controversial because it was like a pedophile. He was in there looking crazy. She, you know, it just looks hella corny. Especially I know because it wasn't edited. Like I can look at it and be like, bro.
You know what I think though?
You know what I mean?
You know what I think? See, we at a time now where a motherfucker released that shit on themselves. Right. And the way he made that comment, and then like me and you, after I leave here, I'm finna just start beefing with you. You might want to say something back. You better tell your niggas, man, don't really shoot. You know, don't really go to the south. God, because that's what happened. Niggas get, but these niggas is doing that type of shit. I'm really finna say something about. And Ari Spears, did you see I seen the footage that just got posted where bruh was kissing the dude over his shoulder.
I didn't even see that.
That's some new shit. It's coming down my timeline. Say Cheese TV, all these niggas. You know what I mean? I don't want to give nobody no shout outs or nothing like that. But my whole point is, I think these dudes, some of these dudes is that into entertainment. And Ari Spears been a dude who been in the entertainment for a long time. And I don't think some of these niggas is happy. Like I ain't gonna say that's what he doing, but some of these dudes won't be happy with their careers not being as hot. You know what I mean? And then they've already, like, to film, when you see this shit with him, he's laying on his stomach on the poolside, and a dude is rubbing lotion on his back, and there's a lot of people out there, and it's like a commercial. It's a fake commercial or some shit, right? Because it's commercial, and it's edited and all that. And a dude reach over his shoulder, he go, and the dude kiss right here, and he don't kiss him and don't kiss, but it's too much.
Right.
But it looked like a real kiss. I'm probably the first nigga to ever say they don't really kiss. Right?
Right.
But I can see they don't really kiss, but it's too close and it's too much. And bro, on your back, you got your shirt off. He got his shirt off. It's supposed to be funny.
Right.
To even do stuff like that, bro, you gotta be like, I'm not really tripping if this shit come out.
Right.
So everybody look at this shit a little different.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of what they be feeling like too.
Right.
I mean, I ain't really tripping. I'm gonna eat this, like you said. In a sense, it could be calculated all the way.
I think it's a little because now it went from that to now this Tiffany Haddish shit.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like bro trying to get a little hot again.
Yeah.
So.
And it could be, and all of a sudden he got a podcast too. You know what I mean? And I subscribe based off all of this type of shit. So you're right. It could be. I could be part of these motherfuckers' ponds or some shit like that. You know, You never know, man. How you feel about this Charleston White nigga? We got into it with him. You know, the crazy thing, I never really said it, but pretty much how I got into it. I be watching him. You know what I mean? I was like a fan of just his rhetoric that he says. He seems like my grandfather, you feel me? My stepfather type shit. You know what I mean? Like he be on that type of shit. So I kind of was watching him, and at the same time, one day I was watching the interview. He said some shit about some Asians, right? And I was like, ooh. Coincidentally, I'm shooting videos for these gangster Asian niggas.
Right.
Like, I know some Asians that is gangster, and but they ain't watching this nigga. So I brought it to their attention one day, like, bro, look, y'all want to go viral? This nigga, you feel me? This nigga's gonna respond to y'all type shit. They wanted to do. We do the interview, and then it just goes out from there. The Charleston White versus Asians. Next thing you know, he's on Nips. You feel me? He's just going everywhere. How do you feel about him? Have you seen any of his shit?
Have you ain't heard my song? You ain't seen my video?
Yeah, obviously I did.
Hey, niggas out here spreading hate in their heart like Charleston White, nigga, and that ain't the G code.
Right.
That nigga, I mean, I kind of liked the nigga at first.
Mm-hmm.
I still kind of dig him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't into like who judging people, right? People is like all flawed and shit, but we all got these little dope things about us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that nigga's narrative is like, bro, like he say some dope shit, but it's like, bro, you hella ignorant, bro. It's gonna get lost in that shit that you doing.
Right.
So
with the extra shit.
That's kind of the thing on him. And that nigga, he doing shock value. Now he understand the internet. Now he doing different stuff. So he just kind of playing niggas like puppets, you know, kind of making a move where he want them to move.
Yeah.
That nigga sprayed Soulja Boy and them, though.
Right,
that nigga is a fool. That nigga.
How you feel about niggas being pepper spray? Like he started something different.
A pepper spray will make 4 niggas with AKs drop them.
Right.
They gonna drop them. Nigga, pepper spray burns so bad,
bro,
you can't do nothing.
Right.
Now, you just hope that nigga ain't already shooting your direction when you sprayed him. But if you get a nigga, because, you know, these niggas be tough, and niggas ain't like army trained and police trained, so they ain't got their guns in proper position. They be holding them down and shit and pulling them out. Man, you pepper spray a nigga, I'm going to tell you. And the cool thing about Charleston White, he did some G shit. And most people don't know. And I ain't gonna say he did G shit, but from what the reports say, this is G. This is real key. You niggas get to talking and all that. Like, I don't know what happened to PNB Rock, but you gotta pull the gun out. People ain't running in places with guns out. They pull them out.
Yeah.
The thing is, a nigga try to time what he gonna do before the nigga pull the gun out. Now, 9 times out of 10, the gun come out, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Charleston White pepper sprayed a nigga way before the guns even got to, like, you just see a nigga, you what? Bitch ass nigga. You just go there with a nigga.
Right.
He done. Now, he could have not even wanted to pull the gun out, but he done. He
and
don't
that's
ask
what
no questions. Get up out of there.
I fuck with Charleston White for that. Like you said, he was quick up. Like he's smarter than these niggas. Like they're thinking like you're talking to some little young ass nigga that's gonna play with you.
Soon as
talk
he say
shit.
some motherfucker this,
psh,
just pull out a pepper spray.
And that's why I respect him because he seemed like some, like I said,
because them niggas must have told PNB Rock like, "Hey nigga, come out with your shit, nigga. Hey bro, pepper spray." But they probably already had guns out.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
You just gotta see some niggas coming or something.
Yeah. I was just seeing Wack. He was basically talking about the PNB Rock shit. He was basically saying, like, nigga, that's exactly why I don't go to restaurants, and I do the same thing, nigga. Like, I don't go, you ain't going to seat me in the middle of the restaurant. Like
Right.
I'm gonna make a request. I
Right.
want the window. Like I want to be able to see, and shit like
How
that.
your back to some shit.
Yeah, that shit's crucial. You know
But
what I
I'm
mean?
be real with you too. You gotta be careful, man, wearing all that jewelry
Period.
in public.
Right.
Gotta
Just
be
that.
careful.
Yeah, you rocking a house on your shit.
Man, like 2 and 3, like a nigga looking at you, it's like a nigga having some money right here
Yeah.
because that ain't even no shit that you can't even get no money from hella quick. You getting that money like tomorrow,
Right,
tonight from
right.
that shit. Nigga giving you that.
Yup.
That's dime. That's tangible, bro. So
Mhm.
I feel sorry for nigga. Now, let me know about the rap niggas that's getting killed and they ain't got no jewelry on and shit.
Mhm.
They ain't got nothing.
Right.
Nigga don't got no watch. Nigga ain't even in a car. Nigga hopping out of Uber. You feel me? With two and 3 of his partners, and them niggas ain't got shit on.
Right. So would you say, saying that, would you say like, because the thing right now that's going around is like being a rapper is the most dangerous profession.
That ain't true.
So you don't believe that then?
Fuck no.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas, because most deaf and common sense ain't getting touched.
Mm-hmm.
Them niggas, and if they do get touched, them niggas bouncing. What it is rappers is really, really flamboyant and boisterous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you. Like, ain't no nigga, man, these niggas hungry.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even funking like 10 years ago. Well, nigga, where you from? They don't even care about that.
Right.
They looking at a nigga just with some shit on.
Right.
Man, act like you broke and a nigga be like, man, he ain't even
He
worth
broke.
looking at.
Right.
Or not even act like you broke, but just take that shit off.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he ain't even, man, that
Right.
nigga ain't shit.
Right.
That's how dumb these niggas is.
Like for me, I don't wear shit like that. I've just never been hella flashy like that anyway, even if I had it. But
Right.
like niggas be like, oh, he like you look like
don't
a
got no
coach
money.
or a family man
Right.
or cool.
That's
I like
they way
that,
of saying
nigga.
all
You
that
feel me? I
shit.
look like a family man, nigga.
Right,
I'm good. You
right,
feel me?
Right. And
But-
I'm gonna tell you, man, like it'll get to a time. And remember, I said this in a minute. All of that shit gonna kind of curve a little bit
Mm-hmm.
because too, you gotta understand, like the jewelry always been there, but it's been done different ways, different times.
Right.
And this whole 3 and 4 chains, 5 chains,
6,
like
yeah.
this new.
Right.
And it's niggas getting killed from it. Like at a
Yeah.
rap, and like these niggas is super stupid. I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't know, man.
Shit
But
crazy.
I don't know what happened with PNB Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I'm just like, man, dudes got to be careful. But I don't think rappers is being a rapper is the most dangerous job because niggas ain't touching Anderson .Paak and them niggas.
It's just the type of rapper is what you would say.
Yeah, if you one of them gaudy rappers with gaudy jewelry and all this flamboyant shit.
Mm-hmm. Or even just talking like gang shit. We know some
And you don't
niggas
even
from
gotta be a
SAC that
rapper.
done died. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that too. If you talking gang shit, but if you're disrespecting people, right?
Disrespectful for
Obviously,
sure. Right.
Them the two niggas that's getting killed right
Yeah.
now at a high rate. Now, if you're what's I gonna say? If you're a rapper and you don't got a lot of jewelry on and you bouncing out and you know, I mean, niggas is like,
Yeah.
niggas like, what's up, nigga? Your shit hot.
Right.
So, and it's really because a lot of it is mixed in with the economy right now.
Yeah.
Niggas is just broke,
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't no drugs to sell.
Right.
Like,
Especially after that pandemic, niggas then came up and then came down all
weed
the way.
is legal now.
Right.
Like niggas is like, damn, I can't send the shit to this state no more because it's legal in that motherfucking state.
Exactly. Yuck mouth in the game.
Yuck mouth, of course.
Okay.
It's my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yuck mouth or the game. You
Or
mean?
the game. Yeah.
Yuck Mouth.
Okay. Mac Dre or E40?
Hey, yeah. I'm gonna have to take a shot. As both, because Mac Dre, Mac Dre, big bro.
You want some of that?
Oh no, I was
You
gonna
got
just
some
give
in
you a
there?
cheer.
Yeah, you
I
good.
got some here. Mac Dre is big bro, but 40 is too.
Mm-hmm. Jack in the Huss.
Them is both my dogs, but I got a tough relationship with Jack.
Jack. Oh, okay. Hyphy or like sliding, this new sliding. I call it the sliding music that niggas is on in Sac. You know what I mean?
What is the slide music?
I would say,
niggas?
yeah.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit ever.
Okay.
But and I ain't disrespecting nobody that do it and all
Right.
that. I'm just like, you know, the sliding is really for the streets.
Right.
It ain't really for the music.
For the music.
Be careful, fellas.
Yes,
And not with your op and all that. Be careful with these fucking detectives and all that, with the boys. But yeah, nah, hyphy. And I ain't no hyphy nigga. I made my music.
Right.
Yeah, but definitely hyphy.
That's hard. Producer, Shanti or the Mechanics?
Both of them my dogs. Shanti my bro though.
For
you
real?
know, I work with him. You know what I mean? So, you know, but the Mechanics, they legends, so you gotta take a shot.
I couldn't tell you that either though. I'm gonna be real. That would be a tough one for
Yeah, that's
my
a
ass
tough
too,
one.
bro.
They
That's
both
just
big
crucial.
dogs.
Yeah. Are you an ass man or you a titties man?
Ass, bro. I'm not white. White dudes like titties and shit.
Right.
You feel me?
Exactly.
Niggas want some ass cheek, but she can be damn near flat chested like mine. Like, but the bitch, you know what's interesting, man? A lot of bitches with nice asses ain't got big ass titties. Black
Right.
bitches and white bitches and shit like that. And nowadays you gotta check everything because bitches got fake titties, fake ass, fake all that, and I ain't really off into that shit. You know? But if I can't tell you got a fake ass and fake titties, then baby doll, that shit ain't fake. That's real.
Right.
You did a great job.
So you don't have no preference either way, as long as it's good.
Ass,
good?
but
Okay.
but ass,
Okay.
definitely. Gotta be ass.
Okay.
Ass man.
Indica or sativa?
I don't even know. That's interesting. I got a company, and I don't even know I like them both. So you gotta take a shot to that.
You said take a shot to that too.
Shouts out to Hidden Treasure.
Yes, sir.
Nigga, killing it ain't killing shit.